Hello, my name is Santiago Araona, and in this video, I'm going to try to explain all about perceptive skills focused on reading. As we already know, there are four basic skills in any language, and we should try to incorporate all of them into our lesson. Skills. The four basic skills: listening, ability to decode the meaning of an audio stream; speaking, ability to encode thoughts and concepts into oral form; reading, ability to decode the meaning of a written stream; writing, the ability to encode thoughts and concepts into written form. In education, skill refers to an ability acquired through planned, deliberate, and systematic effort. Students reach automaticity and become skilled after extensive practice. In language teaching, language skills are often divided into types. First type, receptive skills. The receptive skills are those skills where meaning is extracted from the spoken or written discourse. Second type, productive skills, speaking and writing, refers to the skill where students have to produce language in written or spoken form. Language skills. The four skills of language learning are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. They are four capabilities that allow an individual to comprehend, produce, and use the language in effective interpersonal communication. In this opportunity, I am going to focus in reading skill. Reading skill is the ability of an individual to read, comprehend, or interpret written words on a page of an article or any other reading material. Also, reading is a process of constructing meaning from written text. It is a complex skill requiring the coordination of interrelated sources of information. Academic purposes for reading. Reading to search information. This is scanning and skimming. Reading for quick understanding. Skimming. Reading to learn. Reading to integrate information. Reading to evaluate, critique, and use information. Reading for general comprehension. In many cases, reading for interest or entertain. Strategies for reading comprehension. For example, identify the purpose of reading, academic or for pleasure. Use efficient silent reading techniques for relatively rapid comprehension. Skim the text for main ideas. Scan the text for specific information. Analyze vocabulary. Distinguish between literal and implied meanings. The importance of teaching reading. Teaching reading is very important. Here we have some examples. The importance of developing letter sound correspondence for early reading. The need for a large vocabulary for fluent reading. The value of extensive reading. The need for students to become effective strategy users. And the usefulness of content-based instruction. Teaching receptive skills. Some important things should be taken into account when teaching receptive skills. The aim of teaching receptive skills is to help the learners to develop the necessary skills to understand and interpret written material. Consequently, the teacher has to avoid focusing only on testing the learner's performance in getting the meaning of the text and aim, instead of training them to use the reading strategies that enable them to deal with any type of text. The receptive skills are not passive. Readers make use of important cognitive processing while reading. Now, I'm going to show you some activities in my lesson plan. The first activity is warm up. Here, we are going to set in the lesson context and engage the student in the activities. In this case, we are going to do that with a game. The teacher will introduce new vocabulary, talking about the body parts, showing them pictures like this, of the body part, and playing a video game. I'm sorry, a bingo game. This is a bingo game, and this is a traditional way to play bingo is to put English vocabulary words on the card. Students then need to listen for those words as you can call them out so they can mark them off. And in this case, because they are beginners, we can use pictures on the bingo card like this instead of written vocabulary words. But in this case, because they are beginners, we are going to use pictures and written words. In the first activity, preparing the students for the text and making it understandable, teaching new vocabulary related to clothes. The teacher puts some pictures and names on the board, then the teacher have a student stand up and have them match the name to the appropriate pictures. At the last stage of the prayer reading, the teacher will try to teach the pronunciation. Here we have the matching practice, and we can put some pictures and the name, the word, and the student going to match every word with every picture. This is in the second activity, to practice skimming in a reading which has some word related to clothes. The teacher will have the students practice skimming through the text quickly, and then we'll have them associate each word with each picture. Then the student will check up the reading. I'm going to show you the reading part. And here we have the reading part. As we can see, it's reading, nothing to wear. And if we read a little bit of the reading, we can see that there's many words related to clothes. For example, Fred is upset this morning. He's looking for something to wear to work, but there's nothing in his closet. He's looking for a clean shirt. We have the first here. We have the first word, and the student has to skim looking for specific word. But all his shirts are dirty. He's looking for sports jacket, but all his sport jackets are at the dry cleaners. He's looking for a pair of pants, but all pants in his closet are ripped. And he's looking for a pair of socks, but all his socks are in the clothes line. And it's raining. Fred is having a difficult time this morning. He's getting dressed for work, but his closet is empty and there's nothing to wear. After that, the students are going to check up the reading. And this activity is, is easy because they are beginners. Reading check up and they have to choose the word and complete the sentence. And the first activity, enhancing the receptive skill of the student, having them use the vocabulary to write down their own sentences. After they have finished, the teacher will have the students share their sentences. This is the post reading and the production. Students write sentences about clothes using the words that they have learned and wrap up at this stage. The teacher will have the student word compares and discuss what they have learned. This is the activities that I am going to use in this lesson plan for reading. And I hope that you understand. And thank you for your attention.